Sometimes the actions of a singer, especially a rapper, can send many of their fans to haters in record time.
She accused him of providing limited financial support for their kid.
Allow us to show you some of them, but first, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 9, 6IX9INE.
Y'all understand why I snitch. Y'all understand. Y'all don't want to understand.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.
The sad truth about this starting entry is that we could make a whole list, and have in the past, about all the reasons that 6IX9INE has gotten his fans to leave him, including the whole snitching scandal that happened while he was in jail, and got a lot of things rolling in terms of the hate that grew for him.
I'm sorry, but what did I do wrong? You know what it is? Y'all don't want to accept the fact.
The rise of tags like Snitch9 and more. But for now, we're going to leave that be, but we'll be coming back to it in a later entry. Rather, for this spot, we're going to talk about how once he got out of prison, he decided to go on some field trips to pay respect to certain fallen rappers. In one case, he decided to go pay tribute to Nipsey Hussle, whose life was taken in 2019. He made a post kneeling before a mural of the rapper and noted how Nipsey was looking down on him from above, meaning a sign that Nipsey supports what he does and on and on. Except that was a lie. Nipsey hated that 6IX9INE was a snitch and even made a large post about it.
Listen, I'm a rainbow Mexican hair kid. I rap. I'm not about that gang. Listen, I know how to get us out.
Plus, before going to that mural, he said the following on social media. Why your favorite rapper dead with bullet holes in his face? Why your favorite rapper's getting shot in the face and all that? I'm gonna keep security with me. Y'all not gonna RIP me. Y'all not gonna put me on a t-shirt. This is a reference to both Nipsey Hussle and Pop Smoke.
Y'all didn't really have a reason to dislike me just because I screamed in raps and I got rainbow hair. That was y'all reason, right?
Two very famous and beloved rappers, and ones who have some very big fan bases still. So for 6IX9INE to go and make those statements was not only cruel, it was tactless and clearly a troll move to try and get people riled up, which worked. But it came at a cost because he did lose the respect of certain fans, because this was viewed as a very desperate move. The even sadder thing here is that 6IX9INE would go on to pull this again months later, when in early September he went to another memorial, this time in Chicago to pay respects to the cousin of Lil Durk, which again incited a lot of hostility towards 6IX9INE.
Block right here, this what y'all wanted me in Chicago? In Chicago, I'm saying we're gonna feed the homeless or whatever, because you know these other rappers, other Chicago rappers don't give back.
And how and proved just how much of a troll he was. It was honestly more of a publicity stunt than anything, but you have to wonder how many more stunts like this he can pull before it's clear to his fans that he's just not worth following anymore. Mac Miller.
Confirmed our report just now in a lengthy statement slamming fans who want her back in this quote toxic relationship.
There are many ways to go and drive away fans, and for these next two entries it's more about what they did to their partners than anything else. In the case of Mac Miller, he was arguably at his peak fame when he was not just dropping big songs but was also dating Ariana Grande, who's one of the biggest singers right now in the world, and was back when they were dating as well.
Would you say that Ariana Grande is your dream woman? Because you were on
man.
her first man.
But no, you know what is that we were just really close friends.
In fact, Grande's longest relationship ever is with Mac Miller, which you would think would mean that they had a long and loving relationship that just eventually ended like most people's relationships do. But while that was at least partially the case, that's not the full story.
We were together for 2 years. We worked through good times, bad times, stress, and everything else. And then it came to an end, and we both moved on.
Was it that simple though, or did Pete Davidson swoop in?
Because while Mac Miller was there for Grande during some of her lowest moments, it's also true that Mac and Grande had a rather abusive relationship. While Grande tried to hold on and make things better, eventually she had enough, dumped him on social media, a bold move, and when people criticized her for it, she noted the abuse and that she had every right to get away from him, which by the way, she totally did. Abuse in a relationship is never ever an acceptable thing, and that goes double for when it's physical abuse, which is what was implied here. After that revelation got out, it was made clear that fans were all on Grande's side and that Mac Miller lost a lot of not just fans, but credibility, which hurt him in more ways than one, because not long after that breakup, Mac Miller had an overdose.
You've been friends, and then all of a sudden now you find out
this is so crazy. I've never had the relationship talk on a show before.
But you're with him, right? And you're happy and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Good, okay.
Thanks.
Taking his life and honestly rocking Ariana Grande just as much as it did to the rest of the music community. This is a cautionary tale of how relationships can have long-lasting effects if they go wrong, and sadly Mac Miller will never be able to truly rise back and atone for what he did. Number 7, Offset.
Ask her to come back.
Exactly. I love my wife, so it's serious, not a game to me. So
to be clear, what Offset did to his partner is much different than what Mac Miller did to his. To the best of our knowledge, Offset has never been abusive to his various female partners, which is a good thing. The problem though, to quote a very popular saying, is that he couldn't keep it in his pants.
I found out same time the world did they were married, and he been cut off since then. Stop playing with my name.
Because while Offset may be known for his music, first with the group Migos and then by himself, he's also known for sleeping with a lot of women, as well as sleeping with women whom he's not in a relationship with, even when he's in a relationship with someone else.
Your ex's baby mama coming back into the picture, showing screenshots of their scandalous texts from when you were together.
Yes, Offset is literally known for having affairs left and right, which is partially why he already has a lot of kids with various women. Not that in and of itself is enough for certain fans to leave, but sadly for him, it wasn't the major party foul, if you will.
Back in October, Shia sued Offset seeking to increase the monthly child support for their 5-year-old daughter, Kalia. She accused him of providing limited financial support for their kid.
Because when it came to a secret marriage with rapper Cardi B, whom you might see on this list in a bit, many people felt that they would indeed be a great couple, and that when it comes down to it, she would keep him in line and he would have no reason to cheat on her. Wishful thinking. Also totally wrong. Because not long after they were married, a woman came forward with a tape of her and Offset together. It wasn't a good look, especially after making multiple references to how in love with Cardi B he was. So naturally, he lost a lot of credibility. And in fact, many people were swarming Cardi B's social media profiles to tell her to get away from him and divorce him and such, which didn't happen partly because she was pregnant with his child, which was an unplanned child. And she didn't want to raise the child alone. And while it's true that he apparently hasn't cheated since, you almost have to wonder if it's only a matter of time before he does. After all, he kind of has a history of this.
Like, even though I'm hurt and I'm like going through a stage right now, I don't want nobody talking crazy about my baby father neither.
Cardi B. We're gonna break down a few different things that Cardi B has done that has lost her some fans over the years. Granted, she's still infinitely popular, but sometimes her antics have cost her, and it's shown. Don't believe us? Let's go back to her husband and Offset. Remember how we said that she was told by many fans to go and leave him? Well, in late 2018, she made an Instagram video that said that she and Offset were separated and that she was going to be fine on her own, which on the surface is a totally fine thing and something she had every right to do. But what immediately followed was something like a circus act, because every week or so there were various reports about how separated they were, as well as concerts where Offset somehow got on stage to surprise her and ask her to take him back, and so on and so forth. Then they were caught on vacation together despite being separated for real, and when asked about it, Cardi said that they weren't together again, she just wanted to sleep with him. No, really, she said that. Eventually, the circus parked its act at the 2019 Grammys, where they were at the red carpet event together, and after Cardi won an award, she was thanking Offset for his support during the speech.
My team, Partisan and F. I want to thank Atlantic. I want to thank my family.
So yeah, it was all a hoax or a publicity stunt, and that annoyed a lot of people, including her fans. The other thing that Cardi B did was reveal her true nature during certain events, because it's noted she had a baby with Offset via culture. The child is loved by the parents, and that's to be praised. However, after the pregnancy, Cardi didn't feel like herself, so much so that she decided to go and get numerous surgeries done on herself, which would result in concert performances in 2019 that had to be stopped and canceled because Cardi didn't allow time for her body to heal.
You build like a refrigerator. I feel like the only that do that is that they're not confident in their own body.
And as a result, her plastic surgery was almost literally flung off her body, no joke. When asked about why she would do that to herself, she noted, "I wanted the money."
You wanna know why? Because she knows she look good. She feel good about herself. She ain't worried about the next.
Kind of telling, isn't it? The only thing that Cardi B truly cares about is money, and she's not afraid to say it, and thus she'll go and do and say anything to get it. Stage a fake separation from her husband, go and do concerts even though she risks serious injury. As long as she gets paid, she doesn't care. Nicki Minaj.
Following her post, fans jumped on social media to show their disapproval of Nicki's support for 6ix9ine.
Going from one queen of rap to another, let's talk about Cardi B and a very recent action that she did that lost her not only a lot of fan support, but also a lot of support in the rap community itself. You might be thinking, well, that must have been some big act for that to happen. And indeed it was. And the act was doing a collaboration with 6ix9ine. How is it such a bad act, you might be asking us now? Well, it's a two-part thing, and timing is everything here. You see, a few years back, Nicki Minaj teamed up with 6ix9ine to make the collaboration track Fifi, which to its credit made it to the #2 track on the charts, 6ix9ine's biggest track ever at the time. Then when he got out of jail after snitching on his former crew, he went to her and they did another compilation called Trollz, a reference to what many call 6ix9ine. This time around though, the song got really popular and was able to make it to the #1 spot on the charts. 6ix9ine's first song to ever do that. And that was where the problem was for Minaj, because while she was very much the queen of rap in the eyes of many, and her first collaboration with 6ix9ine was seen as fair play, the second one, not so much. What was the difference? Well, by the time she did the second collaboration with 6ix9ine, he was a branded snitch. He ratted out people to get less jail time, which is a clear violation of the code of the streets, which means that she shouldn't have associated with him at all. But she did, and she helped him climb the charts. So because of this, many rappers have spoken out and said that they won't associate with Minaj anymore, which is a big loss. Though somewhat ironically, the joke is on her in more ways than that, because not long after the track hit #1, 6ix9ine did an interview and demanded that the interviewer admit that it was his record, despite Minaj being a big reason that it was so popular. He even insulted her by saying that she had never had a #1 record that was her own, which is only technically true, but to 6ix9ine that was all that mattered, that he and he alone got the credit. So for Minaj, she played with fire by supporting someone who's an outcast in the community and paid a major price for it. Larsen.
2. It's boring music.
A little bit of an oddball pick, we grant you, but you'll understand why he's here in a sec. You see, Larsen was considered one of the rising stars of the rap world, and then during an interview, everything took a big left turn when he declared that Tupac, one of the most legendary rappers in the history of, well, ever, was boring. Yep, the kid said that. Oh, but he didn't stop digging there. He would go on to note that he felt Tupac's influence on the rap world wasn't as big as people felt it was, which was stupid in all sorts of ways. Naturally, both his fans and the rap community at large weren't too happy with that, and thus they all criticized him, and now he's taking a break from music to go and take care of his health. Right. Drake.
A diss song towards me that you produced that's talking about writing?
Drake's a hard one to put on here because he's the top rapper in the game right now, full stop. He's always working on something big, he keeps getting #1 tracks and albums, and outside of having some anger issues and a truly hardcore love for the NBA and the Toronto Raptors, he's honestly not done too much to anger people. That is until rumors came out that he had a son, which was odd because while Drake has dated women, it was clear it was never anything truly serious, even though he stated numerous times he wants to marry Rihanna. Then after a while, it was revealed that the son was via a fling with an adult film star, not the kind of person you'd associate Kanye West with. For a long time, Drake denied, even putting out diss tracks to people who claimed it was real, but eventually he had to admit it was real, and that really hurt his credibility because Drake was basically untouchable before that, and now it's not the same. Kanye West.
Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Oh, Kanye, what haven't you done to go and alienate your fans? We know that might sound mean, but in truth, it's the truth. He's done a lot over the last several years, and even over his career that have infuriated an infinite amount of people and caused him to lose fans. Easily his most popular one was during the VMAs when he interrupted Taylor Swift while she was getting an award for a music video she made, and Kanye grabbed the mic and praised Beyonce, who was expected to win that award, and saying that it was the best video in the category. So naturally, everyone rallied against Kanye for that. Even then, President Barack Obama called out Kanye for that. Think about that. Then of course there is his current state of mind in regards to his bipolar disorder, in which he's acting so irrational it's not a matter of what he does next, but when he does it so he can brace for impact. Fans have gotten tired of Kanye's crap, and it's not hard to see why. Eminem.
Eminem, your car, you and your old lady?
Nah, just Dolo.
Like just Dolo playing Eminem, just metaphors.
Yeah.
This one might shock some people given that Eminem is considered by many to be one of the greatest rappers ever, if not one of the most influential rappers of the last 20 years. But in truth, the reason he's lost a lot of followers was honestly for a very good reason, even if others didn't see it that way. You see, from 2000 to 2010, he was the best-selling musical artist on the planet, full stop, which was an awesome thing for the rap community and something Eminem was very proud of. But it came at a cost as the pressure of the business and his personal issues with people like his wife Kim and his mother meant that he started to abuse various substances, including nearly overdosing and being just hours away from death by his own words. Now, he didn't lose fans because of that, rather you could argue he became even more popular because he survived the ordeal and kept moving forward. However, with this new lease on life came a new perspective. He realized that while his music was powerful, it had influence, and it could and had influenced people's lives for better or for worse. Therefore, he decided to go and change slightly his style of music. He was still a rapper for sure, but he took better care about how he did the music, the lyrics he put in, and so on and so forth. So with albums like Recovery, Relapse, and Revival, he tried to push things in a more positive direction. But fans didn't want that, or at least not eventually. The first two albums mentioned did really well, not the least of which was that fans wanted to support Eminem in his new direction, but over time they got tired of the pure Eminem. They wanted Slim Shady back, and it got so loud and so bad that Eminem snapped eventually and made Kamikaze, an album that was very much a return to his roots. roots. While the sales were impressive and it was a #1 album, it wasn't as mega popular as many albums before it. Thus, it showed that his fans had moved on from him because they didn't think he had it anymore, even though he clearly did. And there you have it, a look at the various rappers of the world today who have made various moves or decisions that have cost them a lot of their fan base. Which of these mistakes do you personally think is the worst of the lot? Which ones do you think are still able to be salvaged? Do you know another rapper that should be on this list? If you do, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe. I'm King Trending, and I'll see you next time.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.